Well, next step is SharePoint is just one part of the Office 365. So Link is another part. Link is sort of like because of Skype technology. Link is similar like that, where you could do video conferencing, you could do web conferencing, you could do video chat, and so forth. So it is. I think that would be an important element, probably end of next year. One of the reasons is that the university is also encouraging what everyone is calling flipped classroom. So it's a new mode of teaching where traditionally students go to a lecture and they sit there for 2 hours, 3 hours, and just sit there and absorb. So with this newer generation, Gen Y, I don't think that will work. Students, they don't have the attention rate to just sit there for 3 hours doing nothing. Flipped classroom is a different mode of teaching where the dry content lecture is potentially pre-recorded. Students view the lecture at their leisure, maybe not in one go, maybe in segments, and then they get to come to class to interact with other people, to be actually actively engaged. And the class time would be used to, for the teacher would probably formulate some problems. Students would form teams. They would solve these problems together, and having the teacher there to mentor them. So the reason why it's called flipped classroom is reverse. Traditionally, you go to class just to get content, then you go home to do work. But that's when you need help, when you do your homework. So flipped classroom is the other way around. You use your own time to just absorb content, and then use class time to interact and apply what you study, working in teams and doing brainstorming and doing design work and so forth. So it's a new model, and to make that happen, video is a very important element. Teacher need to pre-record the video of the lecture and put it online, and there's technology to make that more convenient to digest. The video, if it's 3 hours, it's too long, no one's going to read it or watch it. So there's software to chop those videos into 5-minute segments. Students can play the video with 2 times speed, 3 times speed, 4 times speed. So yes, that I think that would be an important element moving forward. The video does allow students the flexibility of reviewing the lecture anytime they want, and gives and it encourages. Before, traditionally, students come to lecture, sometimes they might not be so eager to come because you could get the same material online, and then you have lots of students not coming to class. But with flipped classroom, because you actively participate in activities in class, students enjoy the process, and the more students come to class instead. Yeah. More and more lecturers are requiring their students to pre-record their presentation. The reason why is that they could first see how they do it themselves. They could improve. Before, students, without recording themselves, they would just go and give a presentation, and there's no way to self-improve. So if they're required to make a video, they could look at how they perform. They could try again, polish it until it's good. So more and more classes require all student presentations to be pre-recorded. So we have a bunch of video studios that students could go in to record the presentation and edit the presentation.